week. Okay, let's do this. Oh, am I live now?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, okay. So, hey guys, welcome to Comics League Legendary Gaming. I am Jared. I am here with Teladia Plays. Say hi to the nice people, Teladia.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another live gaming stream with Jared as we get to see his Wonder Woman skills
Yes,
on
exactly. So
stream.
again, I'm continuing the playthrough of Assassin's Creed Odyssey using the Wonder Woman armor. So here we go. Let's do this. And then in the meantime, we'll be chatting and just hanging out with you guys as we go. So, what do you guys want to talk about as I sail the high seas?
Uh, High seas.
What do we have? All right, so let's. So I've been screwing around in the free roaming recently, so I'm just gonna select an objective. Let me see here. I'm gonna select a quest. Let's do first do no harm. We're gonna talk to Hippocrates, the inventor of the Hippocratic Oath. Let's see. Where's that objective? I don't see. He's in Argolis. Where is Argolis here? Oh, okay. It is right here. Okay. So let's turn this boat around.
More speed!
So how you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm enjoying the life.
Let's move!
Yeah, me too, dude. Just plugging along there. Just plugging along. Trying to make
So
good content.
Wars at the
I
ready!
heard how it was Zach's idea to do Rebel Moon director's cut second, not Netflix.
I heard, wasn't it? But I thought Zach said it was in Netflix originally.
No, according to Dave, the film junkie, apparently, like he felt disheartened by the director's cut or whatnot, and that's why he didn't pop on Dave's stream. I told like he was supposed to come on Dave's channel to talk about Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 director's cut, because there was going to be a huge plug there. But everyone enjoyed the director's cut. It was definitely good storytelling.
It was way better
But
than the original cut.
but apparently, the reason why they did the
Speed!
third rated 13, then the director's cut apparently was down to Zack Snyder, not Netflix. This is interesting.
Again, that's weird because Zach said the opposite earlier when he announced there was going to be a director's cut. That's why we tweet out that we're live. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting. But we gotta talk about this, Jared. We have to talk about this, right? Gamescom next week, like, is a pretty big deal
Yeah, we'll see.
because not only we getting Black Ops 6, can't believe you're saying it. Black Ops 6 is actually happening, but we're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
getting.
yeah. That's interesting. It's. I'm still have no faith that we'll get something at Gamescom for Wonder Woman. I gotta be honest.
Nah, I don't think we're gonna get anything Gamescom. Like I know, what's his name? Jack was teasing us in Nicotina's group chat.
Yeah.
The guy's lucky he was able to play test it, man.
Mhm.
But I'll say this, right? In terms of the game, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Mhm.
If it is released next year, there's a lot that Warner Brothers could do between now and then. Considering considering the failure of Suicide Squad, it's like they need another AAA DC game announced.
Yeah, they need a
Sooner
win
rather.
because if they keep getting losses, people wonder why WB is gonna license out the games.
Oh yeah.
Oh, some wolves.
But yeah, I saw some wolves. I see. Yeah, I see a couple of wolves there.
They're coming after me. God damn it. What do I have to do to escape evil dogs?
That's not a dog, that's a goat.
No, I mean wolves. Alright, there you go. I escaped. I'm out. Woo! This game is gorgeous. This is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
Will you be getting the new one?
Shadows, maybe not, because it's not real. I'm not as like attached to AC. I mean, I might. It really depends. It depends on what the actual reviewers tell me and stuff. I go by reviewers in some cases if it's something that I don't typically have like this massive grab for, but if I enjoy something or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So, Jared, you want to give them an update on your comic?
Yeah, so we started so I got 3 more batches of 5 pages to go. The way I worked out with Dawson is that I pay him every 5 pages. And so the next 5 pages are gonna feature the debut of my Justice League, known as the Pantheon.
Ooh.
In fact, I think that's the page that's being penciled today. It's a dope double-page spread. Because I figured for a debut of these characters, there was no way I was not going to do a double page. I had to.
No, I find it interesting you call it the Pantheon.
Yeah, because I'm going for a big, like, Greek mythology, like, bend. That's why a lot of them are named after characters from Greek myth, like Atlas, like Athena, and the like, because I wanted it to have sort of that feel. Because that's part of why I love DC, is the idea that they're basically the gods of Olympus.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Even though, and considering the fact that Wonder Woman herself is based on a Greek myth.
Yeah, she is based on the Greek myth. I can't wait till the book issue comes out, because I think that will blow up, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, before you guys ask, there will be a digital edition for you international people.
Perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
I hooked you up.
I'm sure there's no need for raised voices.
But as you know that the voice actress for Cassandra, in other words, my character in this game, was one of the fan casts for the DCU Diana, which I could see it because she's got like physically the actual actress has the look, but she also has the Greek accent, which I've always said Wonder Woman should have a Greek accent. Or like an accent from that region.
I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos. Chrysis has accused my
Alright, so in the chat, why don't you guys drop like your favorite Wonder Woman stories?
Yeah, let us know what your favorite Wonder Woman stories are.
So I'm gonna take a wild guess, Teladia, and say your favorite is Superman Wonder Woman.
He isn't here.
Of course.
There you go. You have excellent taste, my
I'll
friend.
find him.
If you're going to meet
And I'm gonna put this out there if
Hippocrates,
Bianca's
trouble you
watching
with
this
his
later.
errand.
Wonderbat
Depends
sucks.
what it is.
Yes, thank you.
I want
Because
you to
Wonderbat
be
has no
so you can-
stories!
He was in such a hurry. he
Wonderbat
left
has
it
no
behind.
book.
Yeah, they never really had a book,
I
but
could
even though
bring that
Batman
Socrates.
anything sells, it's because guess what? It doesn't exactly work that well in terms of in terms of
How will I know
like
who I'm looking for?
sales, because it was only in a very niche animated series
He'll be standing before
where
a long line of
their
security.
idea of a good idea
You'll know
was
him
like
by his
Batman sleeping with
balls
literally
sword.
everyone,
No, I
including
wouldn't
Barbara
admit.
Gordon.
Uh-huh.
Okay, talk to Hippocrates. So let's go.
So many sick people.
So,
Can one man help all of them?
let's just see who's in the chat. Anybody's in the chat, feel free to say hello in the chat. Don't feel shy.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Let's
Drop
get
me some comments.
engagement. Atchison says, my favorite Wonder Woman story runtime is between Perez Run and Azzarello.
Yes, excellent choices. What's Pika say?
Pika says the only thing Wonderbat has is a song and even the singer hates it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And we all knew who that is.
Well, you can blame I call him James Heap.
James Heat. Wow, that's great. All right, the other reason why we call Jay Heat Jay Heat is because his actual name is very similar to mine, so we're like to avoid confusion.
Yeah, the reason why Jay Heat we'll be on the panel soon. I don't know when, but he'll be here soon.
And then Ashton says, remember when they had Becca cheat on a run with Batman? No, she didn't cheat with Batman. Because, I think... well, first off, the new gods kind of died in the Gods and Monsters universe. And I think she... if anything, she was more with Superman. Batman was not into her. As it should be. As it should be. Spirit of Truth, the contest and power couple. Yes, Ira Prodict. Yes, yes. You have excellent taste, my friends. All three of those are fantastic.
Fantastic choices.
Spirit of Truth is the one that's included in the Superheroes trade by Alex Ross, Teladia.
Oh, okay. That's nice pick.
And obviously the book, as it's being drawn by Alex Ross, is freaking amazing looking.
Atkinson says Becca is the goddess of love, and her powers can make anyone lust over her.
So, what has caused
Was
this man's
she?
condition?
An excess of phlegm.
Batman gave in to her
In the
lust
immediate
and
sense,
slept with
yes.
her.
Wait, are you talking
But more
about
importantly, he
Becca,
suffers
the
from
Wonder Woman
neglect.
from Gods and Monsters?
Warm clothing, so much could have happened.
Because I don't remember
But since
that.
other caretakers assumed his condition was a
If that's
punishment
the
from
case,
gods,
it still
they
counts.
neglected it.
By the way, so you know what I just noticed, Teladia? On the, like, the
Yes,
battle
I'm
skirt
also
of my
very-
character, it has an Omega symbol on it.
This is important.
Oh yeah, I see
Where are
it.
all
I
these
see
people
it.
coming from anyway?
Patience, mercenary. They come from everywhere, but this is mostly overflow from the sanctuary
Pika
of
says,
Asclepios.
I think
Even
Atkinson
crowded
is talking
there
about the
since the war
story
began.
that from Superman
with
Batman
crowding
series from
comes
Paul Dini
sickness.
wrote.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. So Stratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. So Stratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
Of course I did.
Oh,
No
oh
mistakes.
boy.
Ungenerous, but honest at least.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button, and
Cassandra
if you're new
of
around, if
Sparta.
you to
What did you
subscribe
come
to
here
Jared.
for, Cassandra of
He's
Sparta?
on that road to 2,000 subscribers, so let's see if we can reach
I've
that
been
goal.
searching for
Hell
a
yeah,
Spartan
let's do
woman.
it.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was
So
told
make sure
you
you
may
hit
have
that like
helped her a
button,
long time ago.
share the stream with
Maybe
your
the priests
friends.
at the sanctuary
By the way,
of
so
Asclepios.
let them know.
tomorrow, just want to hype
They
this
keep
up for you
the
guys.
tale
Tomorrow at
that
11
goes
Eastern, I'll be having Sam Liu on
Please,
for
Hippocrates, I
a
came
question
very
for a
far to
Q&A session where you can all ask him questions in the chat and I'll read them to
My
him.
patients need me, but my notes on
I
diseases
think you
of
guys
the mind
will
are
enjoy that.
Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you
Pika
seek.
says Torment.
Hurry,
The story's
this
called
patient doesn't
Torment.
have much
Okay, I'll
time
check
left.
that out.
I'll do my best with what you've told me.
Good luck. We're depending on you.
But you know, Jared, I gotta ask you this because I never had the opportunity to ask you that. What made you a Super Wonder fan?
Oh, that's a
Over
good question. So, okay, so what had happened was, let me start at the very beginning. So I was taking a comics drawing class at my local art school. I still can't draw, but that's not the point. So what happened was, I decided, okay, so I'm taking this class, and the teacher was like really great, really fun. We used to have a lot of fun discussions. So I figured, okay, so let me check out some comics so I can like get some inspiration. So this was 2013 or so, and the new 52 was in full swing. And I remember I was scrolling through Facebook one day and just saw like the picture from Justice League 12 of them kissing, and then the article came out saying that like they're together. So I was like, okay, I should check this out. So that's when I picked up Trinity War, because it was the only book that the bookstore had at the time that had Superman and Wonder Woman. The trades for Power Couple hadn't come out yet, so I was going off of that. So as I read that, I got like very interested and very, particularly in their story. Then I read the Charles Sewell book, and I was hooked. That book made me into a Super Wonder fan. Then obviously I got really into it. I looked at other books too, like Kingdom Come and such.
Yeah, Atchison says, by the way, thanks for answering that. Atchison says, Batman fanboys just love having Batman steal everyone's girl.
Yeah.
Muhammad is saying, unpopular opinion, but X-Men Origins Wolverine is better than the first X-Men trilogy.
Oh, that is a hot take, dude. That is a hot take, but a welcome one at that.
There's definitely something there.
Wait until we discuss about that on Saturday.
That's gonna be
Muhammad.
well, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, isn't it Saturday for movie night?
Oh yeah, no, but we're talking about the Wolverine, not X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
It's a little confusing, I know.
Who's whistling?
But isn't it canon to...
It is, but we're starting with the Wolverine, and then the week after we're talking Logan. In the interest of discussing all the Wolverine movies.
Yeah. Atchison says the only good thing to come out of Origins was Sabretooth.
Yeah, that was a good Sabretooth. I'll give you that. I'll give you
What are you
that.
doing here?
Hippocrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippocrates himself. I'm sorry. They were burned in
Yeah,
the last attack.
and it's really...
You heard me.
With the whole Super Wonder thing, it really just started... I liked Super Wonder long before I hated Lois. So it's not just because I hate Lois. It's just like, I found the story more appealing than Clois. I just happened to look out with Lois being a wholly unlikable character.
Now let me work.
I'll wait here for you to finish.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you.
What's stopping you
on
from
that.
running away?
Thinking like a
I'm
mercenary.
just, by the way,
Guess I shouldn't be
by the way,
surprised.
I'm just taking a
Then
look
make
at my
yourself useful
comic
and
that I
bring me
won
my
from
bone
Brucifer.
forceps.
Nice.
Some idiot or another
Nice.
is always borrowing them.
Then you'll
What
come to
comic
Hippocrates'
did you win?
You have my word.
So I won the one where...
I'll go get your bone
Does it give
forceps.
an issue number or whatever?
Okay, so it's failsafe, so it's a recent one. And...
It's failsafe. It's the one where Mr. Terrific saved Batman. It's called Dust to Dawn.
I don't remember which one that is.
Written by Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, that's how I know it's a newer issue of Batman.
Cover by George Jimenez.
Jorge Jimenez is a great artist. I love that guy.
Yeah.
That's
So,
Dan.
yeah. Atkinson says Lois is insufferable in the golden age. She treated Clark like a dog.
Yeah, she hated Clark. No matter what anyone tells you. Hey, you know what? I'm feeling a little dangerous. I just let the lions out.
You know what? We should have more Superman stories about the older Superman.
That'd be cool.
Who could be past Lois, who has either been killed or died or older.
That could be fun. I would definitely love that. But then again, the problem is that the Superman fandom is so radical, and I'll talk about this on Legacy this week. But they're so radical that they see that you can't have a Superman story without Lois. They've said that.
But you can.
You can. They some of the best Superman stories are without Lois. Oh man, I should have kicked him off. Damn it! There'll be another opportunity.
Forceps should be in there. Once I deliver these,
Oh, by the way,
we
it's
can get back to
issue
Hippocrates. These are the
136
forceps he wants.
I think I have that one.
of Batman Legacy 901.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have that issue.
So that's a pretty cool comic that I won. So
Yeah, and yes, actually, she still treats Clark like crap. Like, so I think it's like she fired him from the Daily Planet because she thought he was too close to the story. And I'm like, you openly wrote stories about Superman despite being married to him. So I'm like, continue being your normal hypocrite self, Lois. Just make us hate you even more.
Atkinson says, it's cool how we got the new 52 Lana and Steel became a couple.
That was
and
cool.
As far as I know, they're still a couple.
Yeah, they still are. This is not good. There's so many enemies. All right, let's do this. I could do this. I could do this.
You got this. Pika's saying, for example, the Kingdom Come was an interlude to where Kingdom Come Superman was. I can't pronounce that. The main DCU when the bomb fell in issue 4, it should have been more than about Superman.
They just lit themselves on fire.
Yeah.
I love collateral damage so much. I think it's time oh, there's so many enemies!
Run.
Yeah, I'm out. Let me see if I can free some more wild animals to kill these guys. And then Mohammed's asking about the Wolverine game from Insomniac.
So the Wolverine game, from what I've heard, is still happening, but we don't know when it's going to be released.
I'm gonna hop out real quick from here and then just hide.
Yeah, I think we're going to get the movie suits in that, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They'd be stupid and not to go with the movie suits, considering that's what everyone knows right now and was talking about.
So, Jared, any pulls you cut this week?
Any what?
Pulls. Any comics you pulled?
Yeah, I picked up, well, first off, I'm reading the first arc of Grant Morrison's New X-Men, which I'm very much enjoying. I'm about almost done with that. And I checked out issue 11 of Tom King's Wonder Woman. It's actually pretty good, which is ironic considering it's the story without Solverin in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a very interesting thing there.
Pika says, "Die Kingdom Come, I'll DM you about it."
Mm-hmm.
Pika, you don't have to. I've got the comic as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the full comic, so I don't really need the DM. If so, I like the story. Atkinson says, I like John J. Sarin. Come on, you got him.
This guy.
So, like, since you're Wonder Woman in this, who would be the Batman in this game?
No one, because Batman is not welcome here.
What about Superman?
I gotta think. Can't say Leonidas because I'm not Bruce Timm, due to the fact that Leonidas is her grandfather. Probably... there's one dude in here that hasn't been introduced yet in this part in the story, so I'm not gonna like talk about him. But there's one guy who's definitely like the Superman. That is ironically one of the characters you can't romance in this game.
Yeah, you can't romance in this game.
No, you can. It's just there's this one character that everyone wanted to be able to, but Ubisoft is like, no.
I get it. It says Thy Kingdom Come is an entry to Kingdom Come, not Kingdom Come.
Yeah. We understand, Pika. Oh no, I'm cornered. Okay.
Run, Barry, run.
Yeah. We just run back in time. I'm gonna wait for them to like reset. All right, so the objective is like on the other side of the compound, so I'll go to that side. But it's like the thing is like I hate it when these games have like romance options, but then say except for this character, and I'm like no. If you put romance options, commit to it.
You actually did that with Telltale when it came down to Batman and Harley Quinn, and Batman and Catwoman.
I was Batcat all the way because there's no way I'm pulling a Bruce Timm and doing a BS ship like Batman and Harley Quinn. There are people that ship those two, by the way.
Are you serious?
I kid you. I wish I were not serious.
I'm just banging my head right now.
I need to be anonymous. Dang it! I think I have to not be hunted by a bounty hunter, so it's like I have to pay my bounty. So let me just...
Atkinson says we can all agree that Deathstroke New 52 outfit was way better than his garbage Rebirth's costume.
Yep, I do.
Muhammad is saying the MCU should make the Cavalry movie.
That would be dope. Henry Cavill is yeah, he should be the MCU Wolverine. I think that would be fantastic. That would be a big F you to Marvel. Because arguably he would be upgrading because Wolverine is far more popular than Superman.
And Atkinson says also love Deathstroke outfit in Arkham Origins.
I'll be
That was a good one.
Pika says yes, the JSA story. There was so much potential. That Kingdom Come Superman exists in the main DCU. And
I'll meet you
properly
there.
interact
Don't be
with the
late.
younger characters, so that he was used to know.
That's kind of cool.
Tevia says hello.
Hey, Tevia.
What's going on? Tevia, Jared is playing Wonder Woman in Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now. And by the way, is it the same title versus the Court of Owls?
Yeah, because you fight a shadow cult in this game. So I was like, let me play around with this.
Okay. Tevia says, personally, I think Deathstroke design in Arkham Origins and Teen Titans 2003 is the best costume for
That's
Deathstroke.
fine.
Atkinson says, I loved a Deathstroke film.
If you want to see a good Deathstroke animated movie, look up Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. I think it's what it's called. And it is freaking awesome. It's bloody as hell. It's in like a comic booky art style. And it really goes into like Slade's origins and like his family dynamics and everything. It's actually really cool. And it's not connected to any DC animated movie universes or anything like that. It's just a separate Deathstroke movie.
So Jared, I got well, we got one more question. I got a couple of comments. Javier says, yep, and Pika says Cassandra was also in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yep, she was. That is true.
Hippocrates.
That is true.
So I was gonna
Patient.
Spoiler, Pico, but okay, I'll take it. Go on.
I was gonna say, Jared, what is the
I'm sorry,
case?
Hippocrates. We took
But
more
when it
time
comes
because
down
these
to
missiles helped me save my own patient.
Sometimes science
when it comes
requires
down
tough
to the
decisions.
absolute universe,
If
if
we're finished here, I'll take
the
some time
rumors
and
are
write down
true
what I remember of
that-
your notes, Hippocrates.
that
I'll go see the
shippers
priest
will
for
ship
more
in this,
information about my mother.
do you think that
Come with
the
me.
ship will last
You've had a busy day.
when it comes down to Superman and Wonder Woman?
It really depends on if the universe
importance of
lasts,
balance to
honestly, or if they
maintaining
repeat the
one's health
same
cannot
mistakes
be
they made in the
overstated.
new 52, which
Could
DC
one
always
apple really
does
do?
when they repeat the same mistakes. That's the
Well,
problem.
taken daily,
It's
they can
it's the
keep
thing
it up.
is like no, they can and they have a good
Two
opportunity
more
here to
serious
make
matters.
both fan bases
I know
happy
what
because
you
you have an Elseworlds where you
You're
can
looking
do
for
that.
your mother.
It's
You
just
remember her?
like the issue is I don't
was
think
young
this
then.
universe is gonna
I
last
didn't
more
know
than
how to
6
help.
months.
I turned her away. But her
Kevia
look of
says
determination and despair
Deathstroke's
was
Knight
burned into my
and
mind.
Dragons
That's the
is
movie.
It has
really,
never left me, and it
Oh,
never
okay.
will.
he says that it's
After,
really good,
I swore
and
to
having
Apollo
him
that I
save
would
his
turn
kids
away another
from the
patient,
hive is really
that I
awesome.
dedicate my life
Actually,
to
since
the
as fun
cause.
fact,
She
Deathstroke
made
Knights
an
and
impression
Dragons
on me.
was originally
You're
going to be
brave
an
not to do
animated
it.
web series.
That's
She
cool.
would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder
Web
priest
series?
that treatment for the sacred
Can we come up
disease
something
will soon
better
be
than web
available to
series?
Any patient who needs
She
it.
could have had a
Then
much
we may talk to you.
Thank you for
better.
everything, Hippocrates.
She could
I'll go
have
see him now.
pretty much been the AC of Wonder Woman if Layla was not the main character. Yeah, that would have been dope. I would have loved that. The Assassin's Creed actually has a... technically, you know what's kind of funny? Assassin's Creed gave us a Wonder Woman game. Isn't that funny? Before the Wonder Woman game.
Wonder Woman game, yeah. Kevia says, why does DC repeat the same mistake with every universe?
Because the same people are in charge. That's why.
And
It's like, you know what's kind of
actually,
funny? Tom Brevoort of Marvel was actually asked about the DC Ultimate Universe and such, and what he thinks are going to be the problems. And he said they left a lot of money on the table, not completely rebooting to all new number ones. In other words, doing complete reboot. Because what you do, because number ones always sell so much better than, like, let's say number like 12 or something like that. Because it's a relaunch, it's a new story. He's essentially saying they should have just rebooted completely.
yeah. Mohammed is saying, I never realized how Assassin's Creed Odyssey is basically the Wonder Woman game. Atchison says DC is too chicken to pair them together.
The Sanctuary of
Again,
Asclepios, God
and
of
Atchison
medicine.
says also there's too many hardcore Cloris fans
Just
on
a physician,
DC.
then a god.
We'll never let that get.
Yeah, like Dan Jurgens, the One Trick
I need to
Pony,
talk to him.
well, luckily Tomasi's gone, so that's one down.
He's over there.
That is true. He's not this.
If you're here for
He's
I'm
not
here for
DC anymore, and there's
information.
no chance
in
on
that
him coming
case, you
back
can
for
go
the most
straight
part.
to Hades.
I need to know about the
Because he's not
Spartan
worth
woman
being
who
at
came
DC.
through
He's
here
not- he
many
hasn't-
years ago.
He hasn't
Did
earned
that
that
eagle
privilege.
of yours shit in your ears? I'm under strict orders not to talk to any mercenaries. Especially not about Spartan women or injured babies.
Kevia says, which Brown, Tom Brown,
Brevoort's logic with Peter and Mary Jane still makes no sense to me. Also, if he wanted to do a reboot, then why didn't he do it himself in Marvel Comics? Because that's part of Marvel Comics' appeal, is that they've never done a reboot. Marvel does not do reboots.
Forgive me. Not
So
a ton.
that's why they've
Not
never
like
done like
Leon.
a complete hard
She's
reboot like
threatened anyone who
Flashpoint. They've
speaks
done
the
like
Eagle Bearer.
relatively soft reboots
Tell me
like
about
after
the woman
Secret
and her
Wars, but they
baby, and
never
I
do
won't
hard
drown you
reboots.
in your
That's a
bathhouse.
thing that
How's
Marvel
that for
prides
effect?
itself on.
Please, no. There's already a corpse in there.
What are you talking about?
Snakes.
Snakes.
Kevia says, I miss Peter
They're
J.
everywhere.
Tomasi at
Must have
DC
escaped
Comics.
from
Well,
a lot.
Volos.
I don't.
Killed someone?
A patient was purified.
What if I took
He
care
can
of
stay
him?
away as far as I'm concerned
purification
with
bath
his
is crucial in the
antagonistic
path
behavior
towards
towards Superman and Wonder Woman fans. I'm like,
I'll
nope,
take
sorry,
care of the
dude.
snake pro-
So now I gotta exterminate snakes. So let's do this.
So you gotta exterminate snakes.
Yeah, so I'm just shooting with my bow and arrow. Then just go and collect the arrows.
You know what we should call this? This is Themyscira.
And
It would have to be an island for that.
free of
I carved up every single one of those slimy malaikis.
But can you imagine the map size for the Wonder Woman game? How big it would be?
Yeah, it's gotta be interesting. I imagine the free roaming is gonna work pretty much like this, but in terms of like, it's gotta be. I think it's gonna be relatively the size of Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight or maybe Suicide Squad, depending on how like big they want to go, because they could go massive with the island.
I actually don't know anything.
I like your
Uh,
snakes.
Pika says,
At least I got
not
the name.
Pika, why am I saying Pika? I meant to say Tevia, saying technically, didn't Marvel pull a reboot before back in the 90s with the Heroes Reborn?
That's not a reboot. They later on. I don't think that was an actual reboot they did. I think that was more of an Elseworlds, or at least they treat it more as an Elseworlds now. So it wasn't a Marvel really doesn't do full reboots. That's my point.
And Mohammed is saying, fun fact, Damian Wayne is way better character than Tim Drake.
No.
Don't encourage him.
A Spartan mother who may have.
The great goddess Ira guides
I would have to
many
disagree on
mothers
that
to the
anyway.
same place. Surely
Personally, I think Tim Drake as Robin is a great character,
What are
similar to
these
Damian Wayne
stone
Robin.
slabs for?
That's coming from Tevia.
these are records. We document all who pass through, their illnesses, treatments, so that the glory of Asclepios can be celebrated.
Oh, okay, so you're still
I
talking
don't
to
need
that
your
dude.
memory.
What
I
dude?
just need to find the right
Oh
stuff.
yes, yeah. I'm still in the middle of a conversation. I'm just while all this goes on, I'm in the chat.
If only I had the time to help
Okay. I thought I had my free milestone yet. It hasn't come through. Guys, let us know, what do you guys think about the gameplay? Do you think Jared is doing a good job of his gameplay? Do you think he's doing really bad? Do you think what he can improve on? Let us know in the chat.
And I really hate YouTube, how like I can't read all of the words because there's that big like heart logo that blocks words, and I'm like, who thought that was a good
Just
idea?
looking for my
You can get rid of that actually.
Oh, please tell me how.
It's called, so you go to the three dots, and then it says underneath
Then
timestamp,
don't
there's
tell
a
me anything.
reactions.
Just bring me to
Okay,
the stone.
I'll do that later. Does anyone at DC remember Maxima's existence? The last time she was used was during the
Lead
New
the way.
52. Well, the other thing is that no, she was used. It's just what DC decided to do was have a new version of Maxima show up, kill the old version that we all know, and declare her not the real Maxima. Kind of like what they did with Superman.
Tavia's saying, question. Speaking of the comics, that reminds me, I'm wondering if Marvel did pull a reboot similar to DC Comics, how would you put it off and why?
I'm not sure if I would, Tevia, honestly, because in terms of like Marvel reboot, at this point it's too late for them to do it because they're known for not doing a reboot. They just have a rolling time scale by saying, oh, it happened a long time ago. So at this point, I wouldn't do a reboot if I were them because they're not known for reboots.
Then reattached it in her sleep.
Definitely not
And yes,
the right
Pika,
one.
they definitely
I wonder
did the
what
same thing with
Hippocrates would
Lobo.
think of
But
these
that's my problem. You
treatments.
create a version of a character, and you declare the old version of the character not the valid version. I'm sorry, that is stupid.
He's healing.
And you wonder why no one cares about Maxima nowadays.
And not enough in the
If you look at Maxima, she's actually a really cool character.
Maxima and Batman?
Maxima, yeah, that was a thing. So to explain that, Britt and I were recording Super Wonder, like I think it was like 4 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. And what happened was we were discussing, I forget what it was, and then we were discussing like other ships and stuff. And then she brought up about how like really when you think about it, they want Wonder Woman to be more like Maxima, because Maxima cares more about princes and riches and stuff. So I said, oh wait, so you mean like Maxibat? And that's where Maxibat was formed.
Travis says that they kind of also did this logo to the
Yeah.
what were they thinking? Mohammed saying, I just think Tim Drake outside of comics.
And Teladia, do you mind either raising the volume on your mic or like going closer to the microphone?
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Mohammed is saying, I think Tim Drake outside of comics doesn't have his own character in the animation series. Tim was just a ripoff of, and in the Arkham games he was just Grayson ripoff.
Yeah, kind of. I agree with you on that one.
Tavia says they kind of did that in the New 52 Superboy as well, because that character been replaced. The pre-52 Connor Kent and New 52 Connor Kent is gone permanently. And she left. That's what Tavia's putting out there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. They tried to replace the Superboy with like a version that was like a future clone, but it ended up not working because I do agree with Tavia. That was a stupid idea. Replacing it doesn't work.
A priest and a mercenary out for a friendly stroll?
No, it does not.
I was just on my way to the archives when this Mystios bumped into me.
Is that so?
Actually says Rebirth should never merge with the New 52. If they wanted to bring back pre-Flashpoint timeline, they could have done that without merging the two.
They could have made that the Elseworld story, or like declared that like that was like another world, and we're going to do an entire Rebirth universe where it's just that. That way you give both fans what they want. There you go. And if it is like what the fans want, the sales should reflect that. But unfortunately, they didn't. They really didn't.
Now please leave. Your presence can only cause harm.
I wish we could play the Suck It Warner with this clip.
Yeah, me too.
Tavia says, which to be fair, Bart, Torkid, Bart, Torkid, Flash also didn't work, which was a bad idea and failed badly, and DC gave us back Bart, Impulse Bart.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm slurring up my words. I'm kind of tired.
No, it's all good, bro. I understand. Alright, so where am I going here? I'm post my target. Bring up my Eagle Predator drone thing. Alright, that's where I'm going.
Mohammed is asking, what's the ideal Batsuit for live action and everything?
Well, I saw my...
No trunks.
Well, yeah. Never any trunks for anything, but one word. Batfleck. That suit was, like, perfect. But if I can't have that, maybe like a regular Bat logo, a little bit yellow around the bat, a little yellow outline. I mean, you can make it look more like light combat armor, and maybe like a longer cape, but keep the short ears, because long ears just look stupid at this point.
Tabby is saying, you know what's funny? I think that they were going to do that at the end of Convergence with the DCU.
No, they weren't. It's a Tevia. The DCU idea was story over continuity, where they were not going to even care about continuity anymore for this. So that had nothing to do with that.
Okay. Hunter is saying, don't you ever wish you were down there? I'm down. All I need to do is all I need to be. Yes, it's just job to you. I'm talking about going down there and having some fun. Maybe someone special. No
What?
dating. What, Hunter?
What the heck was that?
Hunter, I don't even understand what you're trying to say, bro. Muhammad says, agreed, Batfleck suit with chef's kiss. You should come to my streams, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Just saying. Tavia says, question: if you did a Flash movie again, what story would you go with? And
Flash and Cyborg teaming up. The original script.
He says, personally for him, he will go with Wally West Flash teaching Bart Allen Impulse how to be a hero, because that would be amazing. Oh, Atchison says Hunter was quoting the scene from JLU where Wonder Woman and Batman were talking about dating.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't understand the context for that. And that's the scene where literally like 5 seconds later Batman's like, no.
Pika says, as I said before, the lens of the ears should be based on how tall the actors playing Batman. Batfleck was tall, so his head is.
I still say regardless short ears, because long ears at this point just looks kind of stupid.
So are you saying Arkham Batman looks stupid?
I'm saying it works for that one because it's a video game. The rules for gaming don't apply to the rules for like live action, because a live action is gonna look dumb. But in gaming, you can make a big-eared batsuit look better because of like camera angles and stuff.
Muhammad is saying, I think the Brave and the Bold movie should just have Affleck batsuit. Expert, it's dark blue and gray.
That could be cool. That could be cool. Because we kind of got the gray and blue in the Flash.
Will she live?
Not unless the
Atchison says, I would have made the Flash movie straight up adaptation of Flashpoint. Pika says Bale and Patterson had medium length ears because they were also tall but not as tall as Batfleck. And Keaton had long ears but self-explanatory. And Tevye says, personally, I wouldn't do Flashpoint because we've done Flashpoint way too many times.
What I want when this sick girl's needs are taken care of.
And Hunter's quoting again, saying for Batman it might be cutting a brooding time. One, dating with the team leader. Two, one dating the team leader leads to disaster.
Two, is that, oh, you're a prince from a society and I'm a rich girl with a lot of issues. Yeah, exactly. That's my favorite part. And I'm like, whenever anyone uses that, and I'm like, he says no, so back off.
Yeah, he says back off.
And by the way, in the Tom King Wonder Woman book, Wonder Woman herself says no, so there you go. But then Tom King also turned her into a temptress, so I'm like, that's stupid.
Or forfeit our lives, but I serve the gods and the sick. My oaths are to them.
And Tevye says, oh, that's funny.
Next quest, let's go. Yeah, so what other questions do you guys have for me?
Or me. You can ask me
Teladia. Or Teladia. He's the gaming lord. I'm the comics lord.
If you guys have got questions, that is.
Or if you have comments, you want to comment on my gameplay, tell me why I'm bad at this game, why I'm good at this game, what movies you're excited for, what games you're excited for. Let's go.
Try and keep the engagement going, guys. Muhammad is asking, why are DC fans not chill like you guys and respect everyone's opinions?
Because, and here's why, Muhammad, and that's an excellent question, sir. Here's the thing, and here's why in some ways I respect them. Because a lot of these people have very, like, fond memories of these characters, and they're very, like, attached to them. And I understand that, and I respect that. It's because a lot of these guys, like, grew up with these characters. So, that, in a way, they have a right to be upset. It's just the problem is... they think that they can use the word passionate and then it excuses it, where it doesn't. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And DC themselves like encourages it by like their creators like calling Super Wonder fanboy porn, or like the artist for Green Arrow Dawn of DC in the beginning saying thank F Zack Snyder's not at DC anymore. So that was like one of the occasions where I actually called out the creator and said, "You are extremely unprofessional, sir." And I don't know if anything came of that. I really don't care. But ultimately, the thing that Britt and I do, but particularly Britt and I, because we get it bad from like the close fans, that we just ignore people. Because ultimately, what you guys got to understand about these people is that they're just looking for attention and engagement and like tweets. So ultimately, we just don't give it to them, and then it starves them of the attention they're so desperate for.
Javier says, question, I'm just wondering if you heard news on Sony blocking Spider-Man villains appearing in Marvel Studio movies, because for me that just sounds petty and wrong for Sony to do this.
Never heard of that, but that's interesting if that's true.
Hunter says, Creed, if my enemies knew I had someone special, quotations, they wouldn't rest until they got into me through her. Pika says, I already commented on your lack of stealth,
Thank you.
Or was that just one quest where you failed at?
No, because here's the thing. None of these quests require stealth for completion, so I'm just doing as best I can.
And Atkinson says, a lot of DC fandom runs on headcanon.
Yep.
Also, a large portion of the fandom doesn't even read comics or collects them. They just pirate on what everyone else says.
Yep, exactly. Or they'll just post random panels and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I definitely read comics." And here's where I caught them on that. I've legit called people out saying, "Literally read the next freaking page." It's like when issue, I think it was like 3 of Tom King's Wonder Woman, when the Sovereign is like narrating and he goes, she was made of clay and stuff, and then they're like, they brought back the clay origin, and I'm like, literally read the next page. They say, or she was the daughter of Zeus. It's just, I cannot stand it. I'm like, oh, you literally have to just read the next damn page, people.
Javier says, question, speaking of games and comics, I'm just wondering, are you excited for Warhammer Space Marine 2?
Oh yeah, because I played the crap out of the first Space Marine game.
Especially the critic crowd access.
Not an easy choice, miss. The rest is in the...
I did my...
The Spartan woman.
You've met her?
Her visit to the sanctuary is legendary, but sadly, it was before my time. The man you want is Midon, the elder priest. He spoke of her often.
Cut out his tongue?
When he's not healing the sick, he's in the guest house. Spends a lot...
Thank you.
And these people.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'm not a big Warhammer. I'm not a big Warhammer Space Marine fan.
Okay, that makes sense. What?
Muhammad is saying.
Yeah,
Muhammad is saying, the RPG Assassin's Creed games don't focus on stealth, anyways.
Yeah, so it's not like it's really that big of an issue with me.
Tevye saying, oh, speaking of movies, I'm just wondering, are you excited for Aliens, Ramonus?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
for me,
seeing
excited.
that this weekend. It looks really fun. I'm excited.
It says because it comes out on his birthday,
Oh, happy birthday, Tevya.
so he's so happy for that. Hunter's asking comically, don't forget they want the dark brooding Superman.
Don't forget why they. Well, not all of them, because I mean, let me put it this way: they say they don't want dark brooding Superman, but then say their favorite Superman is post-crisis Superman, and I'm like, that dude brooded. He brooded up a storm.
You're saying why who wants brooding Superman? Because I personally don't want that. We want that brooding Superman because it's an interesting tale to tell.
Well, it's here's the thing: no Superman is really brooding. This is how I know they don't read comics when they say new 52 Clark was brooding, cause he frickin' wasn't.
Guards! They're dead. And you must be Midon.
He doesn't speak.
So I've heard. I'm here to find out why.
Chrysis did this to him.
It's really freaking annoying.
I thought
Because
he
the
did this to
Snyder
himself.
cut, what's dark? No, that wasn't dark. That wasn't dark and brooding Superman with the Snyder cut. No way was that dark and brooding.
To cut out his
No, it was
Midon
not.
is a caring,
Yeah,
generous
in no way it was the Snyder cut Superman especially. You could say Superman in BVS and I would agree with you, but when it comes to DSJL, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go against that.
I know why Chrysis made you cut out your tongue.
Why would you
The
think
night
that?
my
Why would you
mother
think
brought
that
my
anyway?
brother here, You and your priest
Uh,
left him for dead.
Atchison says too many people
And
think of Superman
Chrysis
isn't
did
smiling
it
at the
like
time
you
of
telling the story.
all the
That's
time
not what
or
happened.
preaching to people.
What do you know?
He's suddenly edgy
You're
and
too
not the
young to
real
have been
Superman.
He
More
told
people
me
need
the
to read
story
Golden
many
Age
times before
Superman.
that witch stole his voice.
Mohammed is asking
He tried to save the baby.
thoughts on
Did everything
Cosmount,
he could.
our opinions.
Cosmo Not Hours opinions. Oh, you mean the YouTuber? Yeah,
I told
I
you-
like a lot of his stuff. So there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be stuff that I disagree with for sure. But I got nothing against him. He's a cool dude.
Fall was devastating.
My baby.
And by the way, Pika, she's not an assassin in this game. She's a Spartan warrior. So if anyone should not have to use stealth, it's her. By the way, except that's not true because Superman is more than is very. Yeah, he is. It's just a lot of people want him to always be on like the overly happy, jovial side, and not like ever like indulge in that. And I'm sorry, that's not that's the makings of a one-note character. And yes, Ira Prodic has the right point. Heck, they won't even look. Essentially, they're like they don't want Superman to be a character. They just want him to be an OG golly thing. Oh, and Atchison, I also don't want Superman to wear trunks because I think they look stupid.
Please. I need to know.
It's too old
Not
school.
even Apollo could save the child. Midon told me how the Spartan woman
By the way,
held the
can I
baby
send you a
in her
DM on
arms,
Twitter?
sang
Yeah.
to him before finally leaving him to the gods.
Chrysis took the baby, didn't she? And she made you cut out your tongue to hide the truth. Where is Chrysis?
There is an altar where people offer their sick babies to be healed. This is where she took the child. Find it near the statue of Apollo Maleatas, and you'll find Chrysis.
People come to this sanctuary to heal, but I come here and find people dying without hope, priests without tongues, and babies left with an
I sent you on
insane
Twitter,
woman.
by the way.
Yeah, let me see.
My mother was a fool to trust
Probably for another
I'm
half
going
hour,
to
I would say.
find Chrysis,
All
and
right.
she's going to pay for what she's done.
Hush, my child. May Ira bless our sacred family.
All right.
Chrysis is the key to
Let's see,
finding
what else do we have here in the comments, Teladia?
Apollo Maleatas.
They're saying the supposed man of tomorrow is forever held back by nostalgia. Kevin is saying, well, speaking of YouTubers, I know it sounds controversial, but I'm just wondering what are your guys' thoughts on critical drinker because personally I'm not a fan of that guy.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm actually done talking about other YouTubers. I think that's a slippery slope.
Mohammed asked him, Taz's Superman suit was perfect. Why did James Gunn massacre his suit?
Because James Gunn was trying to please everyone, and he ended up pissing off a lot of people with that floppy mess. And so people are like, oh, they're gonna fix it in VFX, and I'm like, here's how I know they're not gonna do that. They never did it for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Plus, he's not doing any more reshoots.
No, but a lot of people for some reason think he'll fix the costumes in post-production.
You know, I just had a thought. What if the Superman movie, you know, the Superman costume gets evolves over time?
Well, that's the thing. If it's let me put it this way: if that were not the only suit, for one thing, why would you leak out a photo of the suit that's gonna be like not the main Superman suit? Again,
no. What I mean is like, you know how Zack did Man of Steel, and he evolved it into the BVS suit, and then the BVS suit was changed a little bit in Justice League when it was a little bit more shinier. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but still, it's like because with Cavill, both suits were still fine. It's just he wanted to like add to it. The problem with the James Gunn Superman suit is the whole design philosophy is flawed. Unless they give him a wholly new suit, it's still gonna be awful.
Atkinson says rumor is he's doing Reverse Kingdom Come,
which is dumb.
Keizu Rat Lobo will make a billion and become one of their biggest characters.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lobo's not making $1 billion.
Kevin says, speak of which, how do you do Reverse Kingdom Come situation for
and Hunter? No, Cavill's suit was not the new 52 suit. The only thing in there that was new 52 was
no trunks.
Yeah, was no trunks. That's it.
Pika says having the Superman suit be a Fortnite skin with the Kingdom S shield. And Mohammed is saying, ever notice how Snyder haters overhype everything James Gunn does?
Yeah, exactly.
Keizu saying he's already made $1 billion. The movie hasn't even come out yet.
The movie hasn't even come out yet. I think we're dealing with a troll. But where is Keizu? Because I don't see him in my chat.
He's in your chat.
I don't see him. Alright, it must be filtering. In which case, thank you for filtering it out. Oh, a dead bird.
Must be getting close.
Except Atchison, here's the difference. While Gunn's suit is clearly inspired by the new 52, the new 52 suit at least fit him! And it wasn't armor or some weird military suit. It was just like a bodysuit that had lines on it. It wasn't armor!
And you know what? I'm going to put this out there, because I know you're in the chat. Right, I'm going to put this out there before I have to remove you from the chat. It's not only about Aquaman. You might think Momoa's a box office.
Well, like this way, if Momoa was that, then Aquaman 2 should have made $1 billion.
Exactly, yeah.
It didn't. It made a good amount of money, but it's not gonna. Like this way, it's gonna be like Blue Beetle if they come out with a Lobo movie before they have set up a movie. I think.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ban or time?
Use your discretion.
Okay. Goodbye.
Oh, did I get killed? Oh no! Wonder Woman died!
Kevia's saying, honestly, Rebirth suit looks like fantastic. With the trucks, but that's my opinion. Pika says, like, Alucross art is pretty much live action photorealistic, but it makes the Superman suit with the trucks look presentable. Why does just not do that?
Because again, Gunn wanted his own thing. But here's the thing. I noticed that what Gunn's own thing is he takes other crap and just compiles it. Like with the Kingdom Come suit, like with the new DC logo. I'm like, that's not new. Nothing about that says anything about DC's
All you
future.
cultists will die here.
Pika is saying that is not why you use stealth. Kevia's saying, well, there goes going to gun blazing.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine, guys. Honestly, in this game, I prefer more of a direct approach.
Atkinson says Lobo is the Deadpool of the DCU.
Arguably, I would argue that that's really Harley Quinn by how DC treats her, but I see what you're saying there.
Killing seems to run in your bloodline, almighty.
Muhammad is asking, Man of Steel was the first time Superman didn't look silly, and now that he looks silly again because of James Gunn.
Brought me my child. The sad, pathetic thing, crying in the rain. Had I known then that Mirini had 2 children. But here you are. My family is complete. You let my mother believe her baby was dead. But he was. Oh, how she wept when his little heart stopped beating.
And
But then I took care of him.
Atkinson
Placed
says
him on his
DC
very
using the
altar.
80s
Screamed
logo
for the gods to spare
just
his
further
life,
proves they're
and they
running
listened.
on nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Rob Liefeld
did
is
you
correct.
do with
DC
my
can't let go of
brother?
1986.
I saved his life.
Eventually, they're
By
gonna have
teaching
to.
him to suffer, to know pain so well that he would learn to welcome it like an old friend. And now he will teach all of the Greek world to know that pain.
Tevia says,
Torture
personally
him?
for me, I am tired of
just
Harley
a
Quinn being a
baby.
Deadpool ripoff
I taught him
because
to
that doesn't
survive.
fit her character
This
like
world
at
is
all.
cruel. It demands
Yeah,
strength
it doesn't,
or
but
death.
that's just
So I
DC.
gave him strength. I'll run my spear through your throat for the pain you've caused. This world is pain. I gave Demos strength to cope. Your mater was a weakling who whined to the gods like a pig on an altar. I am more a mother to her child than she will ever be. I can be a mother to you too.
Atkinson says, yeah, Harley needs
This
to be
goes
put to
beyond
rest.
my family. You and your cult are going
That's
to
why he says,
destroy the Greek world.
Do you think Harley needs to be put to rest?
Yeah, 100%. They have. Harley at this point in my mind is at the same point the Batman Who Laughs is, where they tried to force her into everything,
Let me show you.
and I'm just like, I'm just like, stop it.
She should have remained in BTAS and, you know, deleted that. Tavia says this lady must be pretty down. Must be pretty put down.
Baby's yours.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll chase her. I'll chase her down and take her out.
Let me bring a gift to Ira so that he might be protected.
Chrysis lit the temple on fire with the boy and me inside.
Chrysis is a servant of Ira. She does what needs to be done.
What needs to be done? She left your baby to burn alive.
And you saved him. God's bless you, Eagle Bearer. Sleep now, sweet child. Mater is here.
Sure, saving that baby was the right thing to do. Chrysis' reign of terror must end. If what Chrysis said was true, Mirini believes my brother died long ago. I can't let Chrysis walk free. I'll kill that Malaka.
Let's see, what can we do next? Let's see. Okay, so no objectives right now. Interesting. Let's track a new quest. Let's see what I can do here. Atlantis. Too. Interesting. Keeper, you are now ready for your task.
Atkinson says, so firstly, Pika says, I say that Harley should be put on the bus and sent somewhere far away until enough people start to miss her. Atkinson says, between Fantastic Four and Superman, which film do you think will make more money?
Fantastic Four. Because again, Superman is not as big of a box office draw. Because here's the thing, here's what people don't forget. Here's where the DCU had this first weakness. Starting off the universe with a Superman movie. Because yeah, it makes sense from a story perspective. However, the problem is Superman is not as much of a guaranteed box office draw as Batman is. So you've got to think about what will draw people to the movie theaters first.
Tevi is asking, question, speaking of movies turning 25, I'm just wondering, which movie do you think is going to be fantastic? Captain America Brave New World, Fantastic Four, or Superman?
What movie do I think is gonna be good? Fantastic. Well, I don't know anything. Okay, I don't know that much about Superman, so you already know that. Honestly, of those three, the one I'm most excited for is probably Cap. Alright, so I'm gonna sail around here to try and get closer.
Tika's saying, remember how Wonder Woman 2009, the Amazons couldn't translate Steve saying crap, where they translated tell them to say Malaka? Mohammed is saying Deathstroke should beat Wolverine in a fight. Here's why. They have the same healing powers, except Deathstroke has more weapons and armor.
Wolverine has a more extreme healing factor. Like, Wolverine has regenerated from a single blood cell.
Pika says, so first Atkinson says, more evidence the DC's Trinity concept is superficial. No Wonder Woman movie in the first phase of this new universe.
By the way, mind you, Atchison, here's the interesting thing. And a phase literally called Gods and Monsters.
Pika says, Deathstroke would be more logical to put Captain America since they have the same powers. Show which one of them use them better.
In terms of, that's ultimately what it like goes to, in that sense, yeah.
Peek. No, I think nobody said anything yet.
All right. But so let's see, what else can we discuss? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Tavia says, question: outside of DC and Marvel, I'm just wondering if there's any indie characters do you think should get their own movie or animated show? Because for me, I go with Harbingers for anime.
Rook Exodus, baby, from Ghost Machine. Rook Exodus would be an excellent animated series.
I would say Screecher and Athena animated.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
Pika says Death Battle should do Deathstroke versus Captain America fight now, since they are back on their feet again. Muhammad is saying Deathstroke was way stronger than Cap. It isn't close to being a normal human. Atkinson says DC real Trinity is Batman, Superman, and then Batman again.
Yeah.
Family member.
No, here's DC's Trinity. You ready? Batman, Batman, and Batman.
Tavia says, and maybe a Spawn if they get that movie off the ground. If it's just my opinion. Atkinson and Bloodshot animated series.
Alcibiades said the Etera here could help me find my mother. I should look around for Anthusa's whereabouts.
Alright, so you're finally back to the leader's
Anthusa?
house.
Bloodshot animated series, that could be fun.
I charge less than the Etera. But do I ever know my way around a haybed?
So
Oh,
her
boy.
name means something to you?
Anthusa? She's been around forever, but I never met her. I know the Etera all work as one, on equal footing, but Anthusa's special. She talks, they listen.
If the Etera aren't here,
Red Sonja would work.
Where are they?
Here's a great crossover I'd love to see. Red Sonja and Wonder Woman. There's a crossover I want.
Oh no.
What?
Tom King says on if he would like to do an absolute universe.
No, he said he would love to do it. Doesn't mean he's gonna do it.
prostitutes, and not much else.
And at this point, I don't care as long as he's not doing Wonder Woman, which that was my concern. Which I'm fine. Just go and tank another character as far as I'm concerned.
I was about to say, oh no.
Yeah, it's confirmed he's not doing at least any of the Trinity characters.
Whew, thank God for that. We escaped it. Muhammad is asking Cape Crusader, I think it's Muhammad, we're actually doing week by week reactions, so if you come over to my channel, which is at Teladia Plays,
yes,
you could come and see myself and Jared react, and you can watch along with us weekly episodes. So we're doing episodes 3 this week, and then next week episode 4, and then continue up to October.
Which I'm enjoying it so far, except for Gender Bent Penguin.
Yeah. Tavia is saying, question. Speaking of movies, I'm just wondering, are you guys happy that Deadpool and Wolverine made $1 billion?
Yes, yes.
Because
it shows it shows the studios what the fans want.
Yeah. I got a better idea. How about DC fires all the Toms that work there?
Oh yeah, because they don't have a single talented Tom there. Tom Taylor's only talented if it's or just tell Tom Taylor you're only working on Elseworlds books. Everything else, no, you're done.
Temple on top of the Acrocortex. That's what I'm looking for.
Tavia says, if Tom King touches Wally West Flash again, you can count me out.
Watch, he gets announced as the new Flash Rider, like they reshuffle and he's doing Flash.
I can imagine that. So we'll be wrapping up soon, guys, to let you guys know.
Yeah, so get those last minute comments in before we wrap up.
they think they are? I need to stop them.
Muhammad, Sean's like this says hi.
Hey, Sean.
What's up, Sean? What's up? How you doing, Sean? Muhammad is asking, gender bent penguin was at least, it would be fine. And, yeah, go on.
Here comes some more.
Okay, Tevia says they Tom Taylor really need to stay away from the mainstream DC comics because frankly his work on mainstream does decently good.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Tom Taylor paradox, as I call it. When it comes to in continuity stuff, he's not the best. But when it comes to, at least in my opinion, when it comes to Elseworld stuff, he's great. Probably because he can change these characters to however he sees fit and still be seen as like accurate because it's technically accurate to that version.
The thieves are here and the Etera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in Corinth.
I'll keep my guard up.
He craves money, Misthios.
Not only that, but power. Once he smells it on you, you're a gunner.
So the monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
Muhammad is saying,
then you know of Anthusa.
what Sean is saying, what could be cool EA game Superman and the Batman Arkham reboot?
That can work.
But the Etera see
Atchison says, comically, do you collect Revolt action figures? So just really, if so, they really have cool New 52 action figure.
Good.
Revoltech. I have not heard of them. I will check them out. For sure. Thank you, Atchison. Gotta talk to this person in the temple. Because I do collect action figures, that's for sure. So I'll be sure to check those out.
It'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
It shouldn't.
Ah, so Cassandra has finally found us. You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
Speaking of comics, I'm just wondering if you guys read Green Lantern this week because I read it's really good. I haven't read any of the current comics this week, but I do read Green Lantern by I read War Journal and I read the one by Jeremy Adams, and it's actually really good.
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word. Emissary. That's me.
And now Cassandra and I have met.
See?
You know how tall Cassandra is compared to the other woman. Jeez.
I guess that will be alright. Who knows what I'll get into.
Yes!
Just make sure you're extra careful. We need to move.
Muhammad is saying the Cape Crusader's biggest sin is no purple gloves.
Yeah, I wish that they gave him purple gloves too, because that's originally what he had in the comics.
Terry is saying, actually speaking of DC Comics, Absolute Universe, that reminds me, do you think the Absolute Universe will rival Marvel's Ultimate Universe?
As I've answered many times when I've gotten this question, it all depends on the execution.
Who's that?
Tavia saying, oh, speaking of comics, I'm just wondering if you guys read Green Lantern this week.
I read that question, Teladia.
Okay.
I see.
So I'm just
there will be time to respond to the question, but
oh, good. Don't worry about it.
Now.
Muhammad is asking, Cape Crusaders should have used the purple gloves for Batman. Do you agree?
Yes, I think they should have. If they're doing a obvious Detective 39 look for it, and I'm like, go all the way, use the purple gloves.
Let me and Anthusa talk.
Tevia says, question, are you guys excited for the Dragon Age
No,
game?
I'm not a Dragon Age fan.
Help us get
He's very
stronger,
nervous about this
strong enough to
new
rid
game.
Corinth
I'm
of the
hoping I'm
Monger
wrong. Maybe the
permanently.
new game is good.
A simple transaction, I assure you.
You have a deal.
A wise decision, dear Mistios.
I haven't made it this far being a fool. I know when to take a chance.
Then we're in business.
From what the worshippers say, he's someone I should
Remember
watch
to save
out
it,
for.
okay?
They're right.
Then you've held your ground well.
Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thought.
He's been killing Etera?
Killing. I'm not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it. Work against it.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Good. The monger feeds his thugs with a drug.
So if...
Exactly.
Then the
Oh
warehouse
wait,
will
no, I'm. Okay, I'm not gonna do it yet, cause this next scene is freaking awesome, and I want to play it now. After this quest, we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
If this is the one I think it is, this is about to be a really epic fight scene. Yes, I think it is. Sweet. Let's let me warp down there. Whatever.
Tevia's asking questions. Speaking of games, are you excited for Assassin's Creed game Shadow? Because for me, I personally 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Tevia. I need to know more about that game before I really get, get like any excited, because traditionally I'm not one of those guys that gets every Assassin's Creed game. I mean, I have a few, but this one I got because I really love ancient Greece, so that's really the main draw for me. I have to see once more details come out about the game if I'm really that interested.
The watch will be vigilant here.
So I'm gonna sneak in. Let's do this.
He's doing it stealth, guys. Ooh.
And that may have failed. Actually, you know what? Here. I can kill him. I can kill him. That's right. Come here. Come here. Come here, little guy. Come here, little guy. Come here.
What are you doing?
Assassin. Assassin. Stealthy assassin. Okay, so that's my way in that window.
This is the place. Time to burn
Yes,
some
I think
candles.
this is the place. Yeah! I freaking love this place. I'll let the prisoner go, and then I'll start burning these goods.
You're untied. Go.
Oh, this is not the thing I'm supposed to burn.
He's failing.
Hang on.
Please, help! I'll not forget this, Mistios. Never.
Yep, this is definitely the one. Yeah! You're about to see a pretty epic fight scene. Reminiscent of 300.
Muhammad is saying Jeffrey D. Morgan was his Watchman physics would have been a great Batman.
Yeah, he would have been a great Flashpoint Batman, certainly. Alright, so now I gotta get up to the top again. So let's go do that. Ladder. Here we go! Yes! I love this cutscene!
Jared, Peak is saying, remember how you feel manga affects the good and bad endings?
Yeah. Alright, so watch this.
This is Sparta!
Oh, it gets better!
Come and get it.
I freaking love this cutscene so much! Here we go, wait, it gets better! Look at that! I told ya!
Muhammad is asking, rank Batman TV cartoons based on Batman cartoon character models.
I enjoyed B-Task. I would have to go with it in terms of my favorite.
You fight like a Spartan.
I don't really have that much of a favorite. By the way, Teladia, this is the dude that I told you is basically like Superman, except they can't romance this
The ones
character.
in the warehouse. I freed them already.
A good
okay.
soldier acts when he's told. A great one is 2 steps ahead. Thank you.
My name's Cassandra. I'd thank you too, if I knew who you
But
were.
this guy was an actual historical figure.
You're a spy too?
An old Spartan tactic. I have my ways.
I get the sense that's a Corinthian hobby. Anthusa has her Etera watching from every post.
Ah, Anthusa. We disagree, but have a common enemy.
The Monger?
We agree he should be killed, but we differ on how.
Nemo
What do
Strange
you want to do with him?
says, hey guys.
Right now, the Manga rules Corinth. I want to replace him with minimal bloodshed.
What's up, Nemo?
What's up? Good to hear from you.
Killing him and his men doesn't seem to fit your peaceful proposal.
Nothing else has been successful. Trust me.
What happened?
We arrested his top men, armed the citizens, tried to stir the police against him. It never came to be. The only thing left to try is a quick
Says
slice
he's
of the
improving
blade.
in his art. Okay,
That would
cool.
do it.
We'd lure him into Corinthia's sacred cave, and it'd be over.
Anthusa has given me her word, and I've given her mine.
She did.
She has something I need, and
Keep your spear pointed his way, and Sparta will thank you.
I was Spartan once.
Once?
Until I was thrown off Mount Aietos as a child, and left for dead.
You're the daughter of General Nikolaos? All of Sparta knows your name. And here you are, alive. Impossible.
I survived. I raised myself alone while life continued in Sparta.
Never mind being a Spartan. Those of good character will forgive and should be forgiven.
I'm on the hunt for my mother, Myrini. The only way is through Anthusha.
Yes, Myrini.
There's no going back now.
The displaced can always find their way home. The gods have just decided you must fight for it.
They couldn't make it any easier.
Chin up, Spartan. Easy doesn't exist.
Goodbye, Brasidas.
We'll meet again. I'm in the fight with you. Show courage.
All right. So I think that let me just warp all the way to my ship so I can be in a safe spot before I end the stream. Map. Let's go to ship. Oh, I can't fast travel. Oh yeah, because I'm in a restricted area. So let me just go do this. Let me leave the restricted area. Actually, I can also just go to the port and just bring my ship to me. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, so we're about to wrap up. So any closing comments that you guys want to say?
Heavy says this was cool.
Yeah, thank you.
He says great stream, man.
Thank you. I certainly try my best.
Shall we do our outros and let people know what's coming up?
Yeah, you can go. Go ahead and start that while I head to the dock.
Okay, so guys, you can check me out on Twitter at Teladia Plays _ that's on X, and if you want to check me out on YouTube, it's at Teladia Plays. So make sure you come over there. So like we'll be doing live reaction to Batman Cape Crusader this Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and also my WBD video should be out by Saturday. I'm just finishing up the editing. I hope it doesn't get corrupted. So
it does just hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's Sony Vegas. It just corrupts every goddamn time when every time when I use it for some reason. Pika says make sure you side with him and take him down manga. Don't repeat my mistake. But also, guys, just to let you guys know as well, Snyder Fans Read Comics next week. It's going to be awesome. Part 2 of Trinity War, so stay tuned for that. And also, as usual, be under 2 capes and whatnot. And don't forget, this Saturday is the Wolverine.
Yep. And then as for Comics League content, we're recording UTC in about an hour, where we're going to be talking about the edgiest variations of Superman. So there's that. And again, CLD tomorrow is going to be a conversation with Sam Liu about his whole career and such. And then Super Wonder Legacy is going to be talking about the different conflicts that Superman and Wonder Woman have engaged in, like, at each other. And then what else? In terms of, like, obviously for movie night we have the Wolverine, like Teladia said. And let's see, what else? Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. So, stay heroic, everyone. I'll see you. And by the way, so yeah, next week is going to be Batman. So be on the lookout for that as we continue our playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. So, stay heroic. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs to General Zod. Zois and Max are bad for life. I'll see you later.